Good morning. It's the 20th, I'm sorry, it's the 20th of October 2022. Sorry about that. I had just finished filming my health update and I'm back. But it's actually like a minute later. Anyways, today what I wanted to scoff about today are the flat earthers and tying it in with the queen of moderation I was telling you about yesterday, who, with all her silliness about how nothing's her fault and she is the way she is because of hormones and mental conditions, which I'm sure she has. Trust me, I know she has. But you would think that she would, when she sees a psychologist, you would think that she wouldn't tell the psychologist that she's smarter than the psychologist. You would think that when she sees a dietitian, she would listen to, I mean, you get the dietitian because she's a dietitian. Like, you don't go to me, anyways. Okay, this is all just my opinion. But if I were to see a dietitian, I would ask them for opinions and for information, and then I'd go, but I do this. And they would say, probably, well, that's a good thing that you do, or maybe it's not such a good thing that you do. Maybe you should try this. And I'd go, okay. But I wouldn't go, no. I know. Intuitive eating. To me, I'm sorry, and she's a big intuitive eater. To me, you intuitively ate yourself to 580 pounds. Maybe, maybe intuitive eating is not for you. If you want a smaller body, but if you, girth wise, if you're happy intuitive eating yourself into your condition, all the power to you, and I love you for it. I really do. I don't really care. Like, that the fat activist community think that we, the thins, and especially the thins who've lost weight, judge people of weight is, to me, bizarre. It's like, why? When I was fat, you know, when people judged me, they judged me when I was taking up too much room on the sidewalk. Two people walking side by side, and a cripple with a walker taking up more space because of the walker, and then my girth. Yeah, you know what? I would get funny looks. You know, right, because they're in the middle of the conversation. And I did my best to scoot as much of myself out of their way, but there's only so much you can do, right? If they want to walk side by side, there's going to be a clash of titans. They'll win because not only am I a cripple, but also I don't want to. I get it. I'm a man of girth, right? Like, if I'm in your way, I apologize. I mean, I didn't apologize during the event, but in my mind, I did. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like, I absolutely, totally get it. Like, you know, I am in your way, and I'm sorry that I'm in your way per se, because the sidewalk is for everyone, and I am taking up too much. Okay, I'm not taking up too much space, but I'm taking up a lot of space when I was of the girth that I was. Anyway, so again, like, people weren't, and I don't know, like, maybe this is what they go through. I've never gone through this. Strangers coming up to me and scolding me, and how could you be eating that cheeseburger and you're so fat? I mean, the one sort of cute moment I had where that sort of played was I hadn't seen my niece, a little, cutest little, she's a cute little kid. Anyways, she was in a happy mood, whatever, and she wanted to sit on my lap. I was visiting my brother for lunch, whatever. Anyway, she wanted to sit on my lap. Okay, well, I don't know, it's gonna hurt, but you know, kids are kids, right? And I like kids keep old people young, okay? Anyway, so she sits on my lap, and then she turns to me and goes, "Wow, are you ever fat?" Her mother, whiteness drains, her blood drains over her face. She's apologizing for it. I'm laughing because, and so did my brother. My brother knows me, and he also knows his kid, right? Yeah, it might not have been the most politically correct thing to say. She's only 5 years old. What does she know? As far as she was concerned, my belly was talking her sitting. I didn't want her to sit on my lap. I didn't care if she sat on my lap. I thought she was kind of cute that she wanted to sit on my lap for whatever. I mean, just on my knee. Don't go weird, because none of that. She was just being friendly. That's the way I took it anyways. But But I did think it was funny that the only person who pointed out my girth was a little kid. But kids do stuff like that. There was another time when I started wearing my patch and I'm walking to the train station, and again, maybe she was or he, I'm not sure. You know, when they're like 5 years old, their voices you can't really tell. But anyways, um, hey mom, she turns to her the kid to the parent. Hey mom, that guy's a pirate. I had to laugh because it was like, from his vantage point, yeah, I guess I looked cool from his point of view. From my point of view, I'm no longer seeing double, so everything's fine on my end. If I look like a pirate, I look like a pirate. What the hell do I care? But it's a kid. Kids will do stuff like that. Kids will say stuff like that, and they're kids. The only way you learn to not necessarily, and again, I don't care. Like if I come across like a pirate, I come across like a pirate. It doesn't. I don't care one way or the other. The same stands for when I was big. I didn't care one way or the other. I thought that I couldn't shrink, and then I did. So that's good. Like as far as I'm concerned, I proved wrong the fat activist community that says it is impossible, because it isn't. It might be more difficult for others. It certainly wasn't that difficult for me when I finally changed my eating habits. Now I have a new lifestyle habit, eating habits. Sorry, I just said it. But now that I've changed how I eat, then it started to get better. Get better. Then I started to lose the weight. And then, yes, it was better because, like I said in an earlier post, that now I could bend over and tie my shoe. Unfortunately, yes, I probably can't, and actually I will. I will still tie my shoe regardless that I have like a bum hand. I really hope that there's something they can do for it. Hope springs eternal, right? But I do know that I can bend to do the event of tying my shoe. It's little, what do you call that? Little victories. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I can tie my shoe, but I just can't feel the shoelaces in my hand. I might have to use this finger to tie. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting event when I finally, when winter comes, wear lace boots. Wish me luck. Anyways, that's it for today. I just wanted to spiel out on, I don't know if I really got out everything I wanted to get out about, because I had this whole spiel about how, okay, listen, I've got an extra minute. Let me spiel you what I was going to spiel. This girl who has the weight gainer, she's also a flat earther. She also believes that the moon landing was staged. To me, that comes down to, really, like, that's your opinion, okay? Like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. If you think that the Antarctica is keeping all the water in, it's weird, but you know, rock on. The fact that you believe that and then not understand how to lose weight, that makes perfect sense to me. The last thing that she does is, oh, the moon landing, Jesus, right? But then, it's okay. I'm sorry. This will maybe an extra minute because she just mentioned this last time on her on her channel, and I was like, this woman is nuts. She apparently loves to stand in the rain. I personally don't. I mean, on a warm day, maybe, you know what I mean? But I don't care one way or the other. If it's snowing, if it's raining, but I have errands to do, I just truck through it. It is what it is, right? But she apparently listens to the meteorologist, who she calls weather people, okay? But the meteorologist will say it's going to rain today. So I don't know. Maybe she goes, stands in her front lawn and waits for the rain, and it doesn't come. So they were wrong, which happens. It's meteorology. I mean, come on. Like, they're mostly right, but sometimes they're wrong. Like what I've noticed, anyway, sometimes they call for rain by noon, but it actually doesn't hit till 5. Or it might not hit till the next day. You know, it's clouds, movement of the earth. You know, it's a bunch of different sciences that go into meteorology, and maybe they don't have, like, they assume, and I personally think that least 70% of them are correct. Not to her. To her, she was standing out waiting for the rain. It didn't come. And now she questions, did they really go to a college? I thought you needed education to be a meteorologist. I mean, hell, she could look outside and says, it looks like rain and it's not coming. You know what I mean? So it's so interesting that as a flat earther, she has issues with meteorology, which is a science based on a globe earth. She's a silly little girl. Anyways, that's it for today. At least I got my laugh out of the way. It's a bit of a longer video. I did not expect that. But anyways, I will. This is my patch of the the internet, and I'm laughing. So I guess I amused myself today. Anyways, have yourself a good day.